One of the number one reasons why women struggle with dating and relationships today is that they choose men who are not ready for anything real. Ladies, there are lots of great relationship-ready men out here. However, you need to learn how to choose them. I wrote this book to teach you how to do just that. Get your copy of Choose Well, a simple formula to determine the best man for you on Amazon today. Good morning. It's almost afternoon, 11:54. And I am back because this is part 2 of my earlier live. So I started out talking about the year of the girlfriend, and then that live all of a sudden became the year of the guy friend. So that video was for the guys. Now I'm making the video for the ladies. So ladies, it is the year of the girlfriend. Okay. What do I mean by that? Here's what I mean. We are decentering men. We are not saying that in a negative way, right? That is not a feminist thing. That is not a man-hating thing. No, that is simply we are focused on ourselves. We're focused on our girlfriends. We're focused on our work or our school. We're focused on our kids, our pets. We're focused on other things other than men. That's all it means. Okay. And it is taking a break. It is, it's all about releasing the frustration. So one of the things that I've noticed in the last few months is women are incredibly frustrated. They're incredibly frustrated with men. They're incredibly frustrated with dating. And so you cannot manifest a really great guy in that headspace. That's what a lot of women don't realize. They are frustrated with dating apps. They're frustrated with dating. They're frustrated with men. And yet they're still out here. They're still out here trying to date. They're still out here trying to meet men and date and get into relationships. But that energy is not a good energy in which to do that. And so it's almost like this repeating cycle, right? The more you get frustrated, but you continue to try to date, it's like the worst type of men that you're going to attract. So a lot of women need to take a break. A lot of women need to focus on themselves. They need that main character energy. You need to be the protagonist in your story. You need to be the main character of your movie. And if I'm being honest, I talked about this earlier to the men. So the men, they got their work cut out for them. Okay, let's be honest. The men are not doing so great. And I'm not talking about those of y'all that are doing great, because I had some men that were like, well, I'm doing fine. And, I got my own business. I got my career. I got my money and all of that. Okay, that's wonderful. Okay, but a lot of them don't. A lot of them don't have their life together, and that's what they need to be focused on. And can I be honest? That is true of a lot of women too. They don't have their fitness together. You don't have your health together. You don't have your money together. Your kids need your attention. Your work needs your attention. Your school needs your attention. Your spiritual life needs your attention. Like, there are other things you should be doing to be the best version of yourself, and you're not doing that. So a lot of you ladies, you need to work on yourself. You need to heal some of your wounds from childhood. You need to heal some of your wounds from being out here dating. And you need to take a break, right? Here's what I love about the year of the girlfriend. So I feel so fun and carefree. It's like I'm not dressing for the male gaze. Not that I've ever done that. But I'm not worried about looking a certain way or showing up a certain way or talking a certain way. This is another thing I love about the year of the girlfriend, is if I want to pay for my girlfriend's lunch or dinner, if I want to treat her to coffee, I can do that. And I don't feel, as y'all know, I don't give men money. Okay, I don't give men money. That's not in me to do. Whereas with my girlfriends, it's like it's just a free, wonderful exchange of, reciprocity. And I love that because I don't feel that pressure of, okay, if I pay for this meal, this person's taking advantage of me, or it means this, or it means that. No, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. It's a girlfriend paying for another girlfriend's meal. That's all it means. Whereas I don't feel as comfortable doing that with men because it does start to it kind of gets the polarity off kilter. So I've always felt a way about that. Now, don't get me wrong. If you're my man, if we're in a long-term committed relationship, if we're married, yes, I don't have any problem doing that. But in those interim stages of getting to know a man, we're not quite, in a relationship together. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I don't feel comfortable bringing gifts. I don't feel comfortable paying for meals. I don't feel comfortable doing any of that. I want to be the girl in the relationship. Whereas when I'm with my girlfriends, we're all girls in the relationship. Like we're all, treating each other and bringing little gifts to each other and just having fun with each other. There is no pressure. So it's pretty amazing when you're just hanging with your girls. We have girls' night in coming up, and, we're all going to show up in our pajamas, and we're going to be casual, and we're going to have fun. We're going to eat. We're going to watch a movie. We're going to play some games. And, yeah, it's amazing to make connections and not have the pressure of those connections being romantic. Okay? There's a lot of pressure for a lot of you all that comes with the romantic aspect, right? It's almost like the stakes are high. That's what a lot of people tell me. I don't know what it is. Like I'm totally myself when I'm with my friends, but when I'm with a guy I like or when I'm with a romantic interest, I don't know what it is. It's like I struggle to be myself. I struggle to just show up and be fun and be funny and, and I'm like, yeah, then don't do that. Hang with your girls. Be yourself, have fun, be goofy, right? We need that. And when you're with the opposite sex, it's like the stakes are higher, right? And everybody doesn't have it in them to just kind of be the same. Okay, I like this guy, but I'm just going to show up as me. Let's see what happens. Everybody doesn't do that. They feel the pressure to pretend to be what that person wants them to be. But I would like to think that with your girlfriends, you don't have to do that. I don't do that with anybody. I don't care enough to do that. It's kind of a take it or leave it situation, but I do hear that a lot from women, that they feel all this pressure when they're sitting across from a man they like, as opposed to sitting across from a girlfriend. So yes, the year of the girlfriend, ladies, is all about taking off 2025. You are going to take off this entire year from dating apps. You're going to take off this entire year from dating, from dressing for the male gaze and worrying about what men are doing, talking about men, okay? A lot of you all really struggle with that. We can't have a brunch or a dinner without hearing a bunch of nonsense about what the men are doing and complaining about them and complaining about all of their issues. Seriously, get a life. Become an interesting person. Have other things to talk about other than men and what they're doing and not doing, right? Mind your own business. Mind your own shop. That's what I want to see women do this year. She says, I heard a woman say that when a black woman is her authentic feminine self with a black man, he will eat you alive. That was so sad to hear, and unfortunately, I understand. I disagree. I actually disagree with that. And remember, a lot of this is women, they're still pretending, right? Women are pretending. That's why they're getting eaten alive. It's not a game for me. It's not a mask that I wear. I am my true, authentic, fun, goofy, feminine self, funny, witty. I'm that person, right? And I'm going to show up with everyone like that. Now, if a man tries to get slick, if he tries to get clever, if he tries to neg me, if he tries to, just be problematic, then the real the real part of me that is going to say, what is that about? What are you doing? Like, why would you say that? See, that part of me is going to come out. That's what I call the dark feminine. So I show up as the light feminine. I show up as fun, flirty, fit, all the things. And then if you get out of pocket, that's when the dark feminine shows up. So either she doesn't know how to use that dark feminine. She doesn't know about that. A lot of women don't. They think the feminine is just about being sweet and soft and funny and flirty and all. No, there's a dark feminine side that you should be practicing. So that's when my dark feminine is going to show up. And that pretty much checks a man. That pretty much gets him back in line. That's when he realizes, oh, okay, Anita's not having it. No, I really am not. Like, no. She said, I think she was entertaining the wrong man. Yeah. So I always show up as my sweet, fun, feminine self. And if a man is, completely inappropriate, he's going to get the dark feminine side of me. That's all. But he will always get my femininity because that is who I am and that is what I bring. Okay? But ladies, you have to learn how to vet. The vetting is not great. And so you're putting things out there, especially when you don't feel safe. That's weird to me that women don't assess for safety. That's one of the first things that I assess is, do I feel safe with this man? That is going to determine what I share. That is going to determine how open or transparent that I am. I try to figure out if I feel safe with him. So a lot of women don't do that. You bypass safety and you end up in all these crazy situations. So I don't understand that. Thank you, Alta, for buying a badge. I appreciate you. Okay? But this is the year of the girlfriend. Focus on your girlfriends. So let me tell y'all how successful I have been. I started looking for girlfriends back in October. When I took my break from social media in October, that was the first thing on my list. I need 5 new girlfriends. That's what I told myself. 5 new girlfriends, right? I went on Bumble BFF. And not only have I made 5 new girlfriends, I've made 8 new girlfriends. I have 8 new women that I regularly go out with. I regularly text. I regularly have over to my house, like 8 new female friends I regularly play pickleball with. And guess what? I've shared with all of them. It is the year of the girlfriend. And they're like, yes, I love it. That's how I know I found my people, because every woman I say that to, they're like, I love that. I'm going to embody that. And so that's what we're all doing. And look, we're planning a girls' trip in September to Jamaica. And it's like, yeah, we're focused on fun. We're focused on our fitness and our health. We're focused on our work and goals that we have for ourselves, our spiritual goals, our families. That's what we're focused on. And we are not sitting around talking about men. We're not sitting around complaining about them. We're not sitting around, no. We have other things that interest us. We have other hobbies and other interests. And so, yeah, we're focused on each other. We're focused on getting to know each other. Yeah, and doing things together. And ladies, honestly, that's what needs to happen. Because if you find yourself frustrated, if you find yourself angry and annoyed by men, and you're commenting under all these posts where there are men behaving badly, and you're watching all these red pill videos or videos where men are talking crazy, you need a break. You need to I cut all of that out of my life. I do not follow any other content creators. I don't follow any male content creators. I've given all that up. This is the year of the girlfriend. Now, I may return next year. I have lots of great guy content creators that I love, but I'm not watching their stuff anymore. I'm not interested. I am interested in the year of the girlfriend. I'm interested in the year of the woman and what they're talking about, as long as it's not about men, it's decentered. Like, yeah, that's kind of what I'm on. And I want other women to do that as well. But I have had wonderful success connecting with women and just getting to know them, getting close to them, having fun with them, getting support from them. I really, really want you to focus on that. Now, here's what could be a possible side effect of doing this. Now, this is not your reason for doing it, so I want you to hear me well. This is not your reason to do it, but this could be a side effect of you doing this. You ready? When you, as a woman, when you decenter men, when you're focused on yourself, when you're obsessed with yourself, I'm obsessed with myself right now, okay? And you are focused on everything other than men, you will start to radiate this incredible energy. You will radiate this happy, joyful, fun, just fabulous feminine energy. And you might be surprised as to the type of men you start meeting, the type of men that start approaching you or talking to you or reaching out to you, because you are the main character. You are the protagonist of your story. You're obsessed with yourself. You're obsessed with your life, right? And you have fun. You travel, you do things, you go places, you eat out, and you go on solo dates. You do all those things for you. That is magnetic. That is magnetic to a good man. He is like, what is going on over here? Like, he sees you and your girls in the restaurant laughing and having a great time. And he's like, what is going on over there? Let me go over here and see what these ladies are talking about. It's magnetic. They can feel it radiating. They can see it on you, right? Yes, there is a possibility that you could meet your person. And remember, your person is going to be drawn to you. You don't have to do anything special. Like, that is the power of focusing on yourself. That person is going to be magnetically drawn to your energy. So wherever you go, I'm about to go into Best Buy. Okay. So I'm about to go into Best Buy. And because I'm in this radiant energy, there's a man in there getting ready to buy a television at Best Buy. And he see me and I see him. And he asks, what do you think about this television? Oh, that's a nice television. That's a real big television. Where you plan on putting it? See? And 12 months later, that man is my husband. But that's what women have got to realize. You all ask me certain questions all the time, like, where do you go to meet quality men? And what do you do? And what do you say? And blah, blah, blah. Baby, let me teach you this. And it's the hardest lesson for men and women to learn. It's energy. It's really the energy of yourself that you need to work on. It's being aligned to good men energy. It's loving yourself energy. It's fit, fine, feminine energy. It is, I'm obsessed with myself energy. Like, that's honestly what it is. And when you're in that energy, you can meet a man anywhere. I can meet a man at the grocery store, at Best Buy, at Target. I can meet him at church. I can meet him at work. I can meet him anywhere. Because really, if I'm being honest, it's about the energy. And that's what a lot of people don't realize. They want to put on a mask. They want to lose weight. They want to have a surgery. They want to wear makeup. They want to get a haircut or grow their hair long. They think all of those things is what's going to attract Mr. Right, when the truth of the matter is, it's your energy. Your energy is what is going to bring Mr. Right to you. I'm also going to go into World Market. I'm going to go into World Market because they got some Christmas stuff on sale, but also they have some like foreign stuff that I get. They have stuff from all over the world at World Market. So I'm just going to go in there and see what they got. But I need to go into Best Buy and take my computer in there so my computer can get repaired. But that is one of the hardest things that I teach people about dating and relationships is the energy. They just struggle with that. They struggle with that. They don't want to do the inner work. They'd rather go to Brazil and get a BBL. They think that's the magic that's going to attract the right man. It's not. It's not. You can have the flattest behind. You can be tall, short, dark, light. I mean, none of that matters if your energy is aligned, if your energy is good. Okay, evolving underscore Lulu74 says, I remember one time in Jamaica, this man, a beach vendor, told me he was watching me in the water and he could tell, although I was alone, he could tell I was really enjoying myself and he admired the fact. Exactly. I could be alone and truly enjoy myself. Exactly. Exactly. And I want women to learn how to do that. So not just alone, right? Because some of y'all have been alone for a minute. You need girlfriends. And let me tell you why that's important is a lot of your relationship skills are not good. And it's because you lack relationships. You don't have family relationships. You don't have friendships. You don't have girlfriends. You don't have good relationships with your kids. And this is what a lot of women and men don't understand. You're not going to attract a happy, healthy relationship romantically. You're not going to sustain a happy, healthy relationship if you don't have good relationship skills. So that's it. That's the secret. I've just given you all the secret. You have to have good relationship skills. You have to be socialized. You have to know how to apologize. You have to know how to be self-reflective. You have to know how to engage with people in a way where they feel safe. You have to know how to ask questions of people and people ask questions of you. You have to be emotionally appropriate with people. You have to be emotionally intelligent with people. Okay, so a lot of people, that honestly is your struggle. You're not confident. You're not self-assured. You're not self-reflective. You don't know how to truly get to know others. You don't know how to ask questions and really listen. Your listening skills are not good. You don't know how to resolve conflict. So something comes up in the relationship, even with a girlfriend, and I have to know how to resolve that conflict. I have to know how to deal with that and not just shut down and shut her out and block her from my phone. That's not conflict resolution. So practice. Why don't you take the time to practice with same-sex people? So ladies, practice with ladies. Gentlemen, practice with gentlemen. Practice your relationship skills. Get better at being in healthy relationships with people. Practice with your children. Practice with your mom, your dad, your brothers, your sisters, your aunts, your uncles, your grandparents. Practice your relationship skills. Can I be honest? A lot of y'all's relationship skills suck. Your relationships with your family suck. A lot of y'all are in no contact with your family. And yet you think you have what it takes to be in a healthy marriage. You don't. You don't. Can I be honest? Y'all not going to like that, but it's the truth. You don't have the skills necessary to be in a healthy marriage. You can't even apologize to your brother. You can't even resolve conflict with your daddy, and your mother. Come on now. That's what this is about. And really, that is that's the point of the family. The family is supposed to be your training ground for dealing with the rest of the world. But here's what happened to most of us, myself included. Your family gave you all the wrong things to do. Your family gave you the toxic things to do. Your family gave you all the wrong relationship skills. They taught you how to shut down. They taught you how to stonewall. They taught you how to push things under the rug and never have hard conversations. And that's why y'all are out here in the world doing that. But at some point, you have to grow up. You have to become an adult and say, you know what? My family really didn't teach me how to advocate for myself. They really didn't teach me how to regulate my emotions. They didn't teach me how to, speak up for myself in a calm, reassured way. I should probably learn how to do that. That's what adults do. Adults recognize the deficiencies, they recognize the shortcomings, and then they fill in those gaps. And that's what I've done for 25 years. That's what I've been working on, learning about relationship science, reading every book from all of the great relationship authors, all of the great therapists, all of the great teachers. That's what I've been doing because I recognize the gaps. I recognize the deficiencies in my family of origin. And a lot of y'all need to do that too. And yes, therapy can be a part of that process. You go to therapy because that person has also spent a large portion of their educational life learning these skills. And look, it's so funny when people say, well, when you say it like that, or when you do it like that, that feels so unnatural. I know, because you learned the wrong way to do it. So what you're telling me is, yeah, that doesn't feel like the wrong way that my mom and dad taught me. That doesn't feel like the dysfunctional way that I've been taught. That's all you're telling me. Whereas I'm telling you, it feels so unnatural because it's actually healthy. Okay. And if you're a dysfunctional person, you taking a breath, you saying, hey, I need space right now. I just need to kind of get my emotions together. I don't want to fly off the handle. I don't want to say something I don't mean. So I'm just going to take an hour. I'm going to go take a walk outside. I'm going to go for a drive and get myself together. All of that seems corny to you. That seems corny to you because you're used to the dysfunctional. We're going to duke it out with words. We're going to hit below the belt. I'm going to call you a bunch of names. You're going to cuss me out. See, that seems normal, but it isn't healthy. So yeah, I had to learn all those skills. I learned those skills so much so. Let me tell y'all how this works. I learned those skills so much so that when I was married, and in the 2 relationships I had after I was married, men were saying things like, why are you treating this like a therapy session? Or why are you using your therapy speak? Why are you saying it that way? Like, they were so steeped in their dysfunction. They were like, they thought I was dysfunctional. Isn't that crazy? They thought me saying, hey, I'm really mad right now. I'm really upset. Something you said triggered me. I need to take an hour and get myself together. They thought I was being dysfunctional for saying that. And look, I had one relationship where I would say to the man, I would call him first thing in the morning when he was heading into work, or I would text him and say, hey, have a great day. You matter. You matter to so many people. You're more than enough. He would get mad. He would be pissed because I said that. Don't say that to me. Don't, that's stupid. Why would you say that? He would get mad when I would say, hey, you matter. You're more than enough. That would fly him off the handle. That's how I knew that wasn't my person. I was like, this person isn't healthy, and this person isn't even trying to get healthy. Like, this is not my person. If you can't receive someone's kindness, someone's love, someone's care, yeah, we're not meant to be together. Because, can I be honest with you? That's what I'm bringing. I'm bringing kindness. I'm bringing care. I'm bringing love. I'm bringing compassion, and I'm bringing empathy. And if those things make you uncomfortable, if those things mean that I'm, being corny or square, or why am I talking like that? Okay, you're just letting me know that we're not a good fit. And like I said, as soon as that happened, I was like, yep, no, this isn't my person. This person can't even receive joy. This person can't even receive love. This person can't even receive kindness. Like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. So yeah, I show up as Susie Sunshine, and if that irritates you, that's how I know you're not my person. And this is going to be really sad to say, but that's a lot of men that cross my path. A lot of men that cross my path, my radiance irritates them. My healthy, functional dialogue irritates them. I am corny. What? Why would you say that? Why would you? I'm like, okay, thank you. Thank you for making it crystal clear we're not a good fit for each other. Because they are so used to the toxic, dysfunctional, I don't use profanity, right? And then if I say to them, hey, that's not the way I want us to talk to each other. Like, I'd really appreciate it if you abstain from using profanity with me. And again, they're just like, what? You chew good? You chew this? You chew that? No, I know other vocabulary. I know other words that I could use instead of the same 7 words. And I do see it as a sign of disrespect. I do see it as low level, low vibrational, gutter type of language. But again, if they would get mad, if they, I can't believe it. Okay, all you're doing is saying, we're not a good fit. We're not a good fit. I want to live on the highest vibration possible. I want to live as close to God as possible. And if that's not your thing, yeah, we're not a good fit. We're not a good fit for each other. But so many people, ladies, you got to understand, so many men, they are stuck in these toxic, dysfunctional cycles. And so, as the woman said earlier, oh, she says if she shows up in her most feminine form, if she shows up soft and sweet and all of that, that men will eat her alive. Okay, no, they won't. You'll leave them before that happens, right? As soon as a man gets pissed off because I'm nothing but light, I leave him alone. That is my signal to exit stage left. He cannot receive goodness. He cannot receive kindness. He cannot receive love or empathy or compassion. And sad to say, that's most people on the internet. That's most people on the internet. That's why they're responding to stuff the way they are. But yeah, I'm never going to change. I'm never going to change. I'm always going to bring goodness and light. That is what God downloaded in me. That's the assignment he gave me. If that irritates your spirit, then we're not a match. Okay? So no, ladies, you're not going to harden yourself. You're not going to, oh, he talks to me crazy or he cusses at me. Or no, you just won't accept it. Just don't accept it. Move away from the thing that will not let you be the softest, sweetest, kindest, most feminine version of yourself. Move away. That's what you all are afraid of. You're so afraid to be alone. You're so afraid to not have a man that you'd rather change who you really are so that you could meet this man where he is. No, I'm not willing to do that. I like to laugh. I like to have fun. I like to express myself. I like to learn. I love science. I'm a big geek. I'm a big nerd. And if that's not you, if that's not your jam, if you make fun of all of that, okay, I'm going to move away from you. That's all that's going to happen. I'm going to move away from you. And I'm going to move towards people that they love that. That's it. Okay? She said your light irritates their demons. Obviously. Obviously. Okay, Raven Hood says, honestly didn't know God. It doesn't even get that far. Okay, but yeah, that's my ride or die. Like I said, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing if it wasn't for him. And he's the reason why I keep going. I would have long given up. This dark world? Oh my God, I would have long given up. I would have long walked away. I would have been like, you know what? These people aren't worth saving. These people aren't worth saving down here, Lord. I'm just going to sit over here in my little tiny home in the middle of the forest, and I'm going to wait for Jesus to return. How about that? That's what I would have done. But he said, no, Anita, no. There are a percentage of people in the world that will receive your light. There are a percentage of people in the world that are hungry for your light. They need your light. You cannot keep it to yourself. You have to share it. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, but ladies, this is my advice to you. Take it or not. Many of you will not, because your boy crazy. You don't even feel like you if a man isn't telling you that you look good or that you're this or you're that. No, I want you to start validating yourself. I want you to take the compliments from other women seriously. If you need validation, take those compliments from other women. Okay, stop looking to men to validate you, validate your experience, validate your sexiness, validate whatever. Okay, I don't need that. I know who I am. I know what I bring to any situation. Okay, but the reason why I'm declaring this is a lot of you all are in a horrible, horrible vibrational space. You're in a frustrated, negative, just very depressed and down state when it comes to dating and relationships. A lot of you are feeling the pressure of not having children yet, or feeling the pressure of not being married yet. But what you don't realize is if you don't get your energetic vibration right, you will keep staying stuck in the same cycle. You will keep attracting the same men who disappoint you. So it's like going out and talking about how disappointing the men are, and then meeting disappointing men. And then you talk about how disappointing those men are, and then you meet more disappointing men. And over and over and over. See? That's how that works. Okay? But you can stop the cycle. You can say, you know what? I'm going to take a break. I'm going to focus on my girlfriends. I'm going to focus on everything else but men. I'm not going to this function to meet men. I'm not dressing for the male gaze. I'm not interested in male validation. I'm the main character. I am obsessed with myself. I'm the one who tells me who I am. I'm the one who validates and reassures myself, right? I don't need to get that from anybody else. And if I do, I'll get it from my family or my girlfriends. I'm just going to focus on myself. I'm going to come off of those raggedy dating apps. I can't believe when I tell y'all there are women still trying to use dating apps. That is mind altering that you still believe that there is a chance in hell. That's mind altering. It's really sad. But yeah, that's how. And look, y'all believed the marketing hook, line, and sinker. Hook, line, and sinker. Well, you can't meet a person unless you use a dating app. How else am I supposed to meet people? Y'all believe the marketing. You've fallen for the marketing. This is the way you meet people. This is it. This is the only way. Okay, you see that thumbs up? No. No, it's not. And like I told you, a lot of y'all don't believe this, but if you got your energy right, if you got your vibration right, you could walk outside of your door and you could meet the man of your dreams. Like I told y'all, one of the guys that I dated long term, I met in my front yard. Covered in dirt. I was trying to put a fence up, and I had the hole digger thing where I was digging holes, putting the thing in, and I was putting a fence up in my yard, covered in dirt. That was the first man I met and dated long term after my divorce. And that man was riding his bike past my house. And when he was coming back, he's like, "Hey, you're my new neighbor," and blah, blah, blah. Looks like you could use some help. I'm like, "Yeah, I sure could." And look, y'all, I wasn't thinking it was romantic at all. I was like, I really could. And he was like, "Okay, well, I'm going to change my clothes and come down and help you." I was like, "Thank you." And I wasn't thinking it was anything other than a neighbor helping a neighbor. But guess what? I was healed. I was whole. I wasn't thinking about him or men in general. And he was like, "Let me see what you're talking about." let me try to holler. See? Let me try to holler. So that's what I have to share with you. He said no dating apps. I know that's right. Please, y'all. I've had more than one therapist advise me to use a dating app. Needless to say, I quit them shortly after. I don't know why. But again, y'all have fallen into the marketing. That goes to show you how good the marketing is. The fact that they have sold y'all this lie, and y'all believe it, hook, line, and sinker, that is the only way to meet people in 2025. That's a lie. And y'all believe it. But it isn't. You get your energy right. You get your vibration right. You stop going out on the hunt. And a lot of y'all do it subconsciously. You don't even realize that's what you're doing. You're going out to dinner with girlfriends, but you're dressing in such a way to attract the male gaze. That's what I mean. I don't do that anymore. I dress in what feels comfortable. I dress in what looks good. I dress in something that's modest. I'm not dressing for the male gaze at all. And some of y'all need to try that too. Thank you so much. He said, "You too fine for dating apps." Thank you. But I can't do that, y'all. I'm working on my vibration. I'm working on my energy. Okay. I'm working on aligning my energy with a quality, godly man. That's what I'm working on. But now, if I'm being honest, I'm not even working on that this year. This is the year of the girlfriend. I'm not thinking about that at all. I am focused on my girlfriends. I want y'all to do the same. Okay, so that's my advice. I'm going to keep giving that advice to women because some of y'all are frustrated. Some of you all are angry. Some of you all are annoyed. It shows. Y'all don't think it shows, but it does. When I sit around talking to women, I'm like, "Woo, no wonder she ain't attract no good man." "Ooh, Lord, that attitude, that's not going to attract no good man. That's not going to that's going to attract a narcissistic man, a sociopath, a psychopath. That's who that's going to attract. That's not going to attract no good man. No, that's not going to attract no masculine man. That anger, that vitriol. And look, you come off as somebody that hates men. That's the last type of man that's the last type of woman that a man wants, a woman that hates men. But that's how it sounds. It sounds like you hate men. He said, did you check out Cooking with Kyra? All these women. Yeah, I did watch 2 of her videos, and I got the gist of, why they got her ran off of, Kyla, is that her name? They got her ran off of, TikTok. So she said, yeah, or it might repel men altogether. It does. It does. Y'all don't realize it does, but it does. Are up in arms about her cooking channels. Yeah. And look, and they need to be learning. They need to learn some of them recipes. They need to learn that style, that feminine style. See, I have that feminine style. I'm going to feed a man. I'm going to feed a man. I'm going to make a man feel good with my cooking. But see, they need to learn that. Feminine men love masculine women. They sure do. They sure. And that's the type of men y'all going to attract. With all your anger and your vitriol, a bunch of nice guys. Oh, well, I'm different. And that's, girl, let me tell y'all. And then I gotta go. This the number one way. This the number one way you met a nice guy. That you met a feminine energy man. Guess what he gonna say? You ready? Take notes, ladies. Well, I'm different. I'm not like these other guys. Run for the hills. If a man say that with words, run for the hills. That's a Mr. Nice Guy. Other than her occasional twerking, I saw nothing wrong with Kyla. Okay. Yeah. Me neither. But again, she's a young, beautiful woman. She has a beautiful body and she can cook. Like she's every man's dream. That's why women hated her. How dare she be everything that men want? That's why women are mad. How dare she be everything that men want? And guess what? Y'all could do it too. You could do it too. Now, the difference between me and her is I'm not going to wear those little outfits. But I have no problem cooking. I have no problem showing off my food. And yeah, I'd love to have you over for dinner. I'd love for you to leave with some leftovers. Yeah, I could do all of that too. I'm not wearing those little outfits though. I'm modest. I'm God's girl, okay? And I'm modest. But outside of the little outfits and the twerking, sure, I could do that. And every other woman could do that. A lot of them women were in their 40s and up. Yeah, that's why. They ain't have nothing else to do but harass that girl. They ain't have nothing else to do. When are you coming back to YouTube? So I have been posting videos to YouTube. I will not post more than 2 videos a week. That is the executive decision that I came up with. I will actually be posting a video today. I will be posting a video today to YouTube. And then I will post again. The week starts over on Monday. So I'll have 2 videos posted this week. And I will keep posting 2 videos a week every single week. So I'm back on YouTube, but I am just not posting every day, not creating content every day. That burned me out real quick. Zarin Whirl says, question, how should a man handle disrespect from a woman they're talking to? Hung up on a girl yesterday for telling me I was deriding a celebrity. I'm prepared to never speak again. Well, that's the first thing. Be prepared to never speak again. Right? And here's the thing. I hope you express with words. Like it's not enough to just hang up on someone. That's not conflict resolution. Conflict resolution is you actually use words. You say, excuse me? Right? So if she says, oh, you're deriding this celebrity, you say, excuse me? Can you repeat yourself? Right? You want her to repeat what she said. And then if she says it again, you say, well, I don't appreciate how you're talking to me. I don't appreciate the tone in which you're talking to me. I don't appreciate the words that you're saying. Right? You use words to express your disdain. Because the God's honest truth is people will test you. Like that's a part of the process. That's a part of dating. That's a part of getting to know people. People are going to test you. So you have to know how to pass that test. And then once that happens and the person's like, oh, I can't talk to him like that. I can't say that. I can't do that. See, that's where the respect comes in. But if you just hung up on her and you saying you're prepared to never speak again, there was no lesson to be learned. There really was no test because, you didn't stand up for yourself. You have to use words. You have to say, excuse me? I'm sorry. Can you repeat that? Okay. So either she doesn't repeat it because she checks herself, or she repeats it, and then you go into what it is you're going to say. But you make it clear, hey, that doesn't work for me. That's disrespectful to me. That's not something that's going to work for me. How you're talking to me now, that's just not going to work. So that's what's so interesting about this. It's like both people are learning at the same time. That's what has to happen. But plenty of people will tell me, yeah, I'm advocating for myself. I just hung up or I just walked away. No, you're not learning anything. And that other person isn't learning anything. You have to engage. You have to use words. You have to stay calm in that engagement. That's where the learning happens. Okay? You should have checked her as soon as she said it. If your man can be taken away by a plate of food he was never locked in to begin with, Kaya really brought out the insecurity in a lot of women in relationships. It did. It did. That's what, and I thought it was silly. I was like, really? Y'all are tripping over a girl on the internet? Y'all are tripping over a girl on the internet? What? I tried to express and she kept repeating it. Okay. Well then, yeah. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you just say no thanks. And again, she will learn that lesson. Like, whoa, this is a man that I can't talk to any kind of way. Yeah. Then that's what you had to do. What about the ones who don't know how to be calm in any situation? Is this the gentleman? The gentlemen don't know how to be calm? No, because you don't feel safe. Like I said, I vet for safety. That's the first thing that I vet a man for. Do I feel safe with him? If a man is emotional, if he is reactive, I don't feel safe. And remember, I'm not going to put on my masculine shield. That's not going to happen. The only time I put on my masculine shield is when I need to fight. If someone breaks in my home, if someone attacks me in the street, that's when I'm going to put on my masculine shield. Outside of that, I'm not putting on my masculine shield to sit across the dinner table from some guy I just met. No, I'm going to be the girl. And if he can't be the masculine man, I'm going to exit stage left. So if he can't stay calm, if he can't stay regulated, he's not the guy for me, because I'm not going to put on my masculine shield. But those type of behaviors make me feel unsafe. That's why women have to vet for safety. That should be the first thing that you're vetting for. Before you leave, just wanted to say I appreciate you and your message. I think it's God's will that you're doing for us. We appreciate you and look forward to your content. I'll make a YouTube donation. Thank you so much, Robin Hood. Oh, that's a neat way to say Robin Hood. That's a neat way to spell it. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, sweetheart. Okay. Always love hearing your perspective. Thank you. All right. Thank you so much. But ladies, focus on your girlfriends. That's my advice. A lot of y'all don't like it. I've been sharing it for the last week or two, even before New Year's. I was like, this is the year of the girlfriend. And they were like, what? I don't want to do that. I don't have any girlfriends. That's the problem. Can I be honest? That's the problem. That's a big problem. That's why you're not having success in relationships, is because you don't have good relationship skills. And then this is the other thing I'm going to tell you. So if that side effect happens to you in the year of the girlfriend, because people have been asking me that. Okay, Anita, so I'm going to do year of the girlfriend, but what if the love of my life shows up over the spring or the summer? You're telling me to turn him down? No, but here's what I am telling you to do. Prioritize your girlfriends. like don't drop your girlfriends. Don't become available to him and only him. Don't do that. If you got stuff going on with your girlfriends, keep doing things with your girlfriends. Let him fit in. Let him get in where he fits in. Right? And that's how I operate. If I got family movie night on Saturday with my kids, I can't go out Saturday night. And the guy's like, oh, well, I really want to take you out. I have family movie night with my kids. Is there another night? Is there another day of the week that works for you? See, that's what you do. You still are the main character. I'm the main character. You're coming into the scene. You're asking me on a date, and I'm deciding what I got going on, when that could happen. That's all. I will say this as a man: if I meet a woman and she has no girlfriends or relationship with her family, it's a red flag. And you would be correct. You would be correct, Robin Hood. And look, I've had some women get mad at me. They get mad at me because I tell men that if she don't have no girlfriends, if she don't have no good relationship with, it is a red flag. How you going to sustain a relationship with me and you can't sustain a relationship with anybody else? Come on. Let's use logic. Okay? She should have one or two. I'm not even saying a lot. One or two relationships with women, and a relationship with mama, or a relationship with daddy, or a relationship with grandma, or a relationship with auntie or uncle, and you ain't got nothing? No, no, they hate when I say that, but it's the truth. Y'all better start checking these people's family out, because that's going to tell you what your future is going to look like. Y'all be overlooking the family and overlooking their dysfunction and overlooking their drug use and their alcoholism, and then you married to that person. You got to live with all that family drama. Like, yeah, he told me his mom was on drugs and his dad was on, and that should have been a big old red flag. That if he has not done a whole lot of work, leave it where it stands. Brianne Nicole says women are worried about men that aren't worried about them. Exactly. Nowadays, you also have to twist a man's arm to be in a relationship. Men don't center women like us. They don't. That's why I keep telling y'all. They really don't. They really don't. And I want y'all to start being the same way. Okay? And when you get your vibration right, when you get your energy up, you're going to attract a like-minded person that's kind of in the headspace that you are. Y'all are going to come together. You're going to realize, oh my God, this is a really great fit. This is someone I want to invest in, and they want to invest in. Like, all those things are going to align. But until you do that, it's going to be one person trying harder than the other, or one person chasing the other, or it's always going to be imbalanced. So no. Focus on yourself. Alta says, keep your identity. Exactly. Yeah. He said, you never even had a birthday party? Nah, I'm out. Good for you. Good for you. Don't believe the black sheep story. Good for you. I agree. It's a huge red flag. But people get mad. They get mad when I say that. Oh, that don't mean nothing. And I don't have no contact with my family. And I have a good reason. Okay, but you don't have no friends. You don't have no tribe that you built. You don't have no... Like, to me, that's even more reason to create a tribe of people to be your family. But you don't have that either? You don't have no friends? Yeah, that's weird. I had a new client come into my office 2 weeks ago, said she don't have no girlfriends. She don't get along with her coworkers. She's in no contact with her family. I'm like, baby, guess what the common denominator of all this is? Is you. You are the troublesome one. Because you're not going to sit here and tell me that, come on now, you don't get along with people that you work with. You don't have any friends. That's crazy. If a man don't have friends or be with others, I'm out. Exactly. We want women, we want marriage and a family, but do y'all want to be wives? Okay, ladies, do y'all want to be wives? Do you want to be wives? That's the question you have to ask yourself, right? Do you want to serve? Like I said, I got asked that question 2 years ago on a podcast where they said, yeah, Anita, you say you want to be a wife again one day. You want to be married again one day. And why is that? And I answered, and it blew every man's mind in there. Every man was like, oh my God, I never heard of this before. I was like, well, I just have so much to give. I have so much wonderful love to give and compassion and empathy. I really enjoy cooking for others. I love hugs. I just have so much to give. I'm a wonderful resource to a man, and I just have so much to give. And I look forward to serving my husband. I really look forward to being his greatest asset. When I tell y'all, every man's mouth in that room went, what? What did she just say? Yeah. I'm actually looking for a husband to give to serve. Okay? I am his greatest asset. That's why I seek to be married, is that I have all this love to give, and I'd love to pour it into my husband, as well as my friends, as well as my family, as well as my pets, as well as my hobbies, as well as my interests. I would love to pour it into a romantic partner. Yes. Okay? Yes, the same here. Cooking, cleaning, all to give. Yep. I tell men that when they ask what I'm bringing to the table, they would be shocked. Exactly. So it's not about the wedding. It's not about the dress. It's not about the ring, right? It's not about the things. I love to travel, so maybe it's about the trips because I do love to travel with my significant other. But it is about our day-to-day existence. It is about our day-to-day life. It is about our goals and our dreams and achieving those goals and dreams and having a partner to do that with and share that with and get excited with and all the things, like all the things. And I honestly, I want that for everybody. I think it's sad when people, get older and live a life that they've never had that type of close connected relationship with another person. They've never had that intimacy with another person. I think it's really sad. Brianne Nicole says, I don't understand why that is so shocking. If you married that man, you should want to do that. People are so used to being with people that don't really want them. Yeah. Yep. But that's, just keep in mind that mindset is unique, right? Most people are marrying to get something. They're not marrying to give something. They're marrying to get something. So I want this. I want that. I want this. I want that. Like that's what people are coming in saying, right? So just know that's a very unique mindset because most people see marriage as a way to get something, not give something. Okay. And what shocks me is you have people today who are married who don't even want to consider their spouse. I think that's mind altering. I have couples, brand new couples that been married 6 months, a year. And when you talk to them about considering the other person and that things in their life have to change and they can't go on trips with other women and they can't, go out to dinner with other women alone and talk on the phone for hours. And they're like, what? What does that have to do? You're married. You're married. Why would you put so much time and energy toward a woman who's not your wife? And they act like I have two heads when I say that. Your primary relationship is your spouse. You would think, I'm telling you, you would think I have two heads when I say that. So yeah. Oh my God, you understand what I have been thinking forever. Thank you. Yeah. And like I said, that way of thinking is rare. Not everybody's going to feel or think that way. And I run across women who are feminist in nature, right? They see me as traditionalist. I had a lady tell me that the other day. Oh, you're very traditional. I'm like, yeah. And I'm proud of that. There is nothing anybody's going to tell me about that. You are traditional and blah, blah, blah. And you believe in the head of household and all that. I sure do. Because remember, we're doing things God's way. We're doing things God's way this year and every year. We are actually following the order in which God set all this up. That's how we're going to have true success. Okay? So a lot of people don't understand that. And they like living in confusion. And they like doing things a new and different and crazy way just for the sake of doing it. But no. He said, I got called bougie. All right. Y'all, this is so funny. So I set a timer on Instagram. I'm only allowed to use Instagram for 60 minutes a day. And so my timer just let me know that I have 5 more minutes. So thank you. I put a lot of great things in place this year. I'm really excited about it. But yeah, I have 60 minutes a day on Instagram. So yeah, I got to wrap this live up. Last comment, Evolving Lulu 74 says, I know a woman who is now 50 and all of her life she's wanted marriage. But due to many traumatic events from her family, she's been battling alcoholism and she's alone. She's always been very pretty. Yeah, it breaks my heart and still is, but I don't know how to help her. It's sad. Yeah, tell her it's the year of the girlfriend. That's what you tell her. It's the year of the girlfriend. Alta, I am behind. I did not make my scheduled start date. I am now going to shoot for February 1st. This week is the first week where you'll start seeing ads and things about school, but February 1st, that's when we will start. And I'm in the process of, getting a new camera, creating some new content. So that's what I'm doing this week and next week when I'm in Las Vegas. That's what I'll be doing. All right. So please be patient, y'all. Please. I got all kind of stuff going on. Have a great Sunday. Ladies, take it or leave it. I mean, if you choose to keep staying on these apps and running after men, you get what you get and you don't have a fit. So, all right, but have a beautiful Sunday. Thank you so much for rocking with me. I appreciate you all. And as always, stay open to love.